Hey.
Hey.
Hello.
I didn't know they were out with prizes.
What happened?
I didn't know they were out with prizes.
It's not. It's not, anything to me.
I don't know. I'm very Italian money. I really thought there was gonna be 20.
But how much is it?
It's 35 now.
Wow. It's a big gap.
Because I remember it was 20 and it's an hour.
Yeah. Shit, Yeah, that is very, very steep. So,
That's crazy.
if anything, you could just come.
I can wait
You can come tomorrow. You're free tomorrow.
Where?
Tomorrow's my first new class at, there's a new studio for Red Space.
Oh, the Madison thing? Are you doing the house there?
Yeah. And it's an hour and a half. And that's
I
at,
wrote it 25.
and that's at 6.
Oh, I finished work at 6.
Shit.
Yes.
And you're working here at,
Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna make it. I would. That is crazy.
Well, your only other option would be next week. I would start teaching house on the day at 8 on Sundays.
I can do that.
So then, because of anything, you can catch your ride with me. And then,
Because you said you might stay there for a session.
today's the last day. Hello. Today's the last day that I'm staying at session 100% of the time. Even when starting next week, I have a class at 8. So I'm thinking I will get to the park, set up, chill there for maybe 45 minutes, and then at 7:45 head over to Bodega and then teach class from 8 to 9:30, and then go back to the park because people will still be there. And then because I normally leave the park, I don't know, between 10:30 to midnight, depending on the vibe and how many people show up. But in regards to this, this sucks.
Sorry, I really wanted to do the
No,
class.
if anything, I don't know if you're open to sitting in, or if you would prefer just to think of me later. But I'm personally cool with you just sitting and watching because you're here.
I feel like
I can talk to them because again, I want you to be here. But again, if you prefer.
if you were okay with it, I still can go to a session.
Yeah, because I was gonna say if you prefer to just do your own thing and then you meet back here at 6, then I can.
Yeah, I might just go get something to eat then.
Okay.
So I can be back there. You finish at 6.
I finish at 6. So
I'm gonna be around.
okay, so then I'll wait for you here after I'm teaching. And
That was unexpected. Because I usually get it online, but today I was like, I'm gonna be there earlier.
Listen.
Let me just get it there.
again, so if you really want to go with something, if you're down, I'm down to also work with you, and the 20 that you were gonna drop, I'm down to just give you that at the session. If you really want to work on house, I'll do a little bit more with you if you're open to that as well. So I'm just trying to
Don't worry about it. But I'll go to session.
Damn.
Because today I made the schedule this week and I ended it at 3 and
Yeah.
so I was like, let me get out of 3. But it is what it is. It's okay. I'm gonna eat sometime now.
Okay. I'll be here. Okay.
I'll see you.
I appreciate you for coming through though. And no, it's okay. We'll dance later today.
Bye-bye.
Alrighty, thank you. when we're going over drills, I really like the idea of if you're going to be looping movement together, and in this case, you should all just either be here slow or you're here at that consistent jack. This is going to lead directly to the beginning of what we just did. So it's going to be continuous loop, but like we're not stopping at all times. You should all continuously be grooving. You should feel your stomach, your abs burn, especially when you're doing this, because like even when I do it a couple times, I really feel my abs pressing. Okay? And I feel resistance in my knees, and I'm also rolling up my chest. Okay? After I give you the countdown, 5, 6, and 5, 6, 7, and you go straight back into this. And then boom, boom, and then it's just gonna reset. So we're gonna drill that for like 5 minutes. Alright? Then after that, maybe you guys have a water break. And then I wanna actually work on some concepts. So I'm gonna present that idea to everybody. I want you to play with that idea. I'm gonna bounce around the room. I wanna see what you're working with, and then we'll come all together. And you'll show me how you're applying this concept to your liking. Because again, everybody here dances differently, everybody here is at a different level. So I don't expect for one woman here to dance exactly the same as the next. And I want us to kind of pinpoint on how we want to implement the groove or the step that I'm going to present to you in a second. But for right now, we're just drilling what we just went over. Just to build a little bit more muscle memory, okay? Alright. Again, I'm watching. And 5, 6, 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And back in. you adding steps into it, right? top right leg is going to shoot backwards. Just like that. Okay, so let's do the first step together. So 1, 2. Now from here I'm going to jump and switch my feet. Just like that. And now I'm going to do the same exact thing and jump diagonally to my left. And now my right leg is going to be hovering and or resting on my tippy toe. 3, 2, 1, boom. Just right there. All of my weight is also my left thigh. And I'm kind of I should be standing diagonally towards the mirror here, right? Not here, but here, okay? So from here, I'm going to jump back and switch my feet. Just like that. My right foot is up. Jump and switch again. Now I'm jumping this way. I hop back. Switch your feet. Jump here. Back. Switch. Jump. Back. Switch. Jump. Back. Switch. Jump. Back, switch, jump, 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 So you're gonna go twice. While you're waiting, I would like you to drill the step. You go on 10? No, I'll illustrate that. So, let's say it's not my turn yet. Let's say you're going first. I'm not making you go right now. Like when I count to 8, you're gonna hypothetically start, but I'm gonna be among the girls and 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is gonna be pretty interesting because you're all drilling the step consistently. But when it's your turn, you have 8 counts to show me like whatever it is that you're working with, whether or not that was the variation, that was the spin, that was level change, that was the traveling, whatever. And then after it's no longer your turn, you're gonna have to find that rhythm to come back to here. So at all times, we should all be in sync. Even while one person is focusing on like their variation or whatever. And we're just gonna do that. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then loop it around so that everybody has two opportunities. Even while you're not showcasing it to me, you should still be here in sync with the rhythm. Okay? Everybody understand? That's the explanation?
Very
Sure.
challenging. What a challenge.
Sure. Okay. All right. Okay. So, who feels good to go first? Yeah. fixate on what you think that you're going to do. Because I was watching a lot of you, and some of you had an idea, and I can see it in your face, and then you try to execute it, and you're like, oh, and it just feels awkward. So my best advice for this is obviously you're here, and when you know that it's about to be your turn, just switch it up a little bit. Switch it up a little bit. Try not to overdo it inside of your head, because that's a lot of the times where you'll end up, sabotaging the movement that you actually want to do. Okay? So don't, overthink it. But I think having a loose plan is helpful. But we're gonna do the same exact thing one more time. All right? Would you say that that hip hop is more your? So the interesting thing, do you take hip hop here?
No, I don't know.
If you don't ask me, who do you take class with?
One of my friends is part of day one.
Okay, I'm aware.
So like I sometimes drive over there to take class every now and then.
Where?
Yeah, just 30 minutes. I'm with you.
Welcome. Yeah, thank you for bringing her. That makes sense then. Okay. So I wouldn't say that in the house, like, I don't want to put this incorrect mindset that 100% of your house is you doing this. It's just that with this one particular move. Yes. Because like in hip hop, like you have like your bouncing, your rock, your skate, your roll, and a lot of the times when you're dancing, it is more lean back, like I said, and
So I'm like trying to practice like stepping forward and being comfortable with others.
And I think that's one of the trickiest things because sometimes swing styles they're really similar, but it can be a big difference from you. Again, you being here. It's technically like I've seen people like house and they're kind of back and they just have like a different, groove. And that's not to say that they're wrong, but I would argue that I think that a lot of times guys, but it's okay. Again, no less than 10 seconds, no longer than 45. tomorrow I'm also teaching another house class. This one is going to be in Long Island City. And I'm not even going to touch Tuesday because that's your meeting day, but that's just an invitation in case you happen to be free and or you want to make an advantage and things like that.
Do you like those on Instagram?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Okay. Got it.
Yeah, because I visit like every now and again.
Right.
Like, how it's like, if I'm getting out of the end, just gonna take class for that, it's not that long, right?
I appreciate it.
I have a hard time with classes, I'm so bad at remembering the work.
Yeah, I think it's one of those things where I would argue that I want to really be more in tune with the feeling versus the steps because I think that once you really understand once you build your own relationship with the music, I promise you the steps naturally follow. Yeah.
We just got to
And I'll post and stuff. But yeah, I'm trying to get as many people to come through today, especially because the following Sunday I start teaching house at another studio. That's me right there. We have a lot of visuals too. And yeah. And then the area that we're going to be at today is here. There's a bunch of looks like more recent one. There's a lot. But it's right into the water. Again, it's really a lot of people to do. And again, we go over to lot breaking, house, locking, stop hustle.
I tried to learn this out once and then I got the world is done and I was like, wow.
So again, if you're able to make it today, I would be more than happy to just get your solo do because I'm trying to get better myself. I need partners. So
Yeah, we'll see if I can make it.
Yeah.
I got some plans with friends, so I don't know how long it's gonna go.
for sure.
Because I'm like a singer.
Yeah. But yeah, I'll at least again, no pressure, but it would be amazing if you can make it. Alrighty. It's okay. It's okay. sideways. And backwards. This is facing the mirror. And arms up, please, and we're rotating. And opposite direction. Shake him out, stand up, and last one. Locking it. Coming all the way down. And on your tippy toes. And hold. I'm really just scared of the floor, so I think to be very honest without my pants. Again, I think that I would like to think that the four of you should feel the most comfortable with your top rock versus all the other styles or elements of breaking because you all know the dance styles. So again, a lot of those grooves you can't beat if you see top rocking, right? Because again, you're just dancing on top of that something more, okay? It's just more about getting you feeling more comfortable with a lot of the foundations, which we're going to go over. So again, the Indian step is the step that I had to do going back and forth on the floor. You're already going over, you know our two-step. This is within every street style. We went over our front step already, which is this motion. Our back step is here. But today we're going to go over being able to level up variations of all of those three steps and combine them together. Okay? So I would like to start with my Indian step. I think that this is controversial, but I think that Indian step is probably like the main root of when I think of top rock. It's complex, but it's also simple. But I want to go over some variations for Indian step. Okay? So instead of me starting straight into 1, 2, 3, 4, and switching, I want us to break that step into half, and we're going to use the first portion to just travel. So we're going to do step 1, this is 2, this is 3. We're going to step, travel, and spin. Just like that, okay? So again, 1, 2, 3, step, and then this thing is going to come back again, and then spin out just right here. And now I'm facing this way. Okay? Try it again, please. Again, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And a little bit faster. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You don't have to go that fast. But going back to what I had you all do in house, when it comes to your top rock, there's like I honestly feel like that there's a very small pool of moves to really choose from, and it kind of just really determines like how well are you able to take something that's very simple and again make it your own. I would argue that there's a lot less top rock foundational steps versus house. House I feel like is like probably like 40 plus within breaking, and top rock I would argue there's like a good core maybe 5 to 20 and steps that you're going to see consistent with your top rock, okay? But I really just want to like focus on getting the form comfortable with that Indian step because I think everything kind of like comes with that step, alright? So, when it comes to having your when it comes to having you guys try to, I guess, like take a step like this, right? Like let's say I'm just exploring my top rock and I'm doing kickball change, which is this step, into my regular 2-step, right? Into my Indian step, which would be here. And then I want to go into what we just went over. This can be used to then go back into the other steps. I think that Indian step, again, is the most versatile step to connect steps together. So this alone, I want you to really play with this idea of I'm going to give you 2-step. I want you to work on this. So 2-step, this is this step, right? Followed by a kickball change, which is we're going to start with our right leg. I'm stepping all the way out. I kick, I place this down, and then I step out again, and then we reset. So I kick, down, step, kick, down, step, kick, down, step, kick, down, step, right? And from here, this is where I'm going to start asking for you to think. We can do 1, 2, or even 3 different variations of how to get from here into here without just blindly kicking. That could look like adding a turn. That could be doing crisscross. That could be hitting the back of your heels. But these are all things that I want to invite you to try to think to do. Okay? So, the main 3 things that we're playing with and we're going to explore moving forward is number 1, 2-step, because we're going to get easier than this. The second step that we just went over, kickball change. I'm stepping, I kick. You can also push out your arms if you choose. I step down, and then I step over. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Once you get really comfortable with that step, you can eventually start adding a small hop in between, and that will look like so. You can add a small hop from here, here, here. That's an option, not an obligation. Or you can keep it a lot more simple. Excuse me, here, and just. If you don't want to add that hop. I feel that the hop makes the step feel a little bit more easy and organic. But again, I give you all options. And I'm not going to ever tell you you have to do it this way. Because then it's not really you. I want you to just play it with what feels good for you again. And lastly, our Indian step, right, which is here. But I do want you to work on that small transition that you just went over, which is again 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So then go back to one of the other steps. And that can look like you doing an Indian step again, you going back into your 2-step, or you going back here. Okay? My biggest thing is that I don't want to overstimulate, I don't want to overwhelm by just giving you a broad So again, two-step kick ball change, and Indian step, and everything in between. 5 minutes. I'm bouncing around. I'm looking at you guys, and then I want to see us add everything together. Cool. Okay. If you're absolutely stuck, raise your hand. trust yourself. Like again, a lot of people do other stuff outside of this too. So just trust in you. And try not to think as much versus you really feeling having again your own personal relationship. The music's similar to like what I'm trying to teach you guys in house. You know? And again, if you absolutely don't know what to do, you can default to your two-step side. No one should I see anybody going like this. Like, you have your two-step, okay? Even if you're just changing direction of your two-step and you're here, again, you can work on arms, right? With your two-step, here, right? Or here. But there's a lot to play with. But a lot of this music is really funky and soulful, so I really want to try to bring that out of you, okay? Alright, let's get it. Let's get it, let's get it. Oh my god, wait, don't look me out. Fuck. Like with house, you can get away with it coming to class. With breaking, you got like the majority of the work that I want you to do is at home in your own time. And I know you guys have other classes, other priorities, other lives. I get it, but for you to see any type of real progress within breaking, you have to work at home. There's no shortcuts. Okay? So whether or not you guys come to my sessions, for example, I'm hosting a session literally right now about going to the park. If you guys want to join me, I'll be here until about midnight because this is how I train. If you guys want to swing by for an hour or everyone can go to watch, just meet some of my other students in the other studios, this is an invitation, right? If today doesn't work for you, I also teach tomorrow at Bodega. I also host a whole session there. And if between Tuesday and Saturday, that whole block, even if you have 5 minutes, throughout like your busy schedules, take some time to review the footage and to like really just work on this stuff. Okay? Like a lot of it is just, I can tell who's practicing this stuff, but you really just gotta like be disciplined with breaking, per se. Like it's just, I don't know how else to put it. It's breaking is a unique dance where you can't get a baby to come in here 1 day a week. And again, you could do that, but it's gonna be really slow in regards to just like progressing. And I know, you're good. This is the fact I bring you here. Yeah. However, I can encourage you to do stuff while you're still scared, because that's the sign of the curve. But thank you, ladies, for coming. I appreciate your time. Yes. You're very welcome.